Welcome back. We're gonna address. We're gonna talk about the playoffs.
Welcome back to some Danny Reardon ASMR. Danny, you want to take us from here?
It's yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
But so we're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs, how they've been so far. I don't know if I addressed this, but Wade's career officially ended. But
yay!
Not yay, but at the same time, like it's whatever.
Yay!
All right, but so I want to talk about. I want to talk about first. I know you guys don't want to talk about this. I kind of want to bring this up. Was the Thunder Blazers series?
I don't want to talk about it.
I know.
We don't want to talk.
I know.
We don't want to talk about this right
I mean, so like going into this,
It was a great shot.
No, not just the shot yet. We'll get to that in a minute. But the shot, okay, not the shot, but like so. Going into the playoffs, I had Russell Westbrook as my second best point guard in the league, and like I was really intrigued to see this Damian Lillard Russell Westbrook matchup. And it amazes me how much better Damian Lillard played. He was shooting so much more efficiently. It came big when the team needed him most.
Played unbelievable.
It was
I've never seen him
ridiculous.
play that well before, especially after how bad he played last year. Last year, he had the worst playoff series of his career.
But I'm just so happy. Damian Lillard, Damian Lillard's been like my favorite player now since that Wade's retired. He's always been my second favorite player. And I'm happy that he just went off. And I'm ready to say that I had Kyrie before game 5, I had Kyrie ahead of him at 2.
Look, we all know who the finals is going to be. 3, 2, 1, Bucks Warriors.
I'd say I wouldn't say Bucks just yet from the East. I think the Bucks are the favorites, but I don't like that.
Who can stop Giannis?
No one, but I mean, there's more than Giannis to the team.
Eric Bledsoe.
But anyway,
sorry.
It was fun to watch them go at it though, especially cause it's one of those rivalries. It's one of the rare rivalries where they're not gonna fight each other on the court, but they're just gonna give it their all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been fun to see them go at it. Cause Russ didn't play that bad either.
He plays good no matter what.
I won't say he plays good no matter what. He shoots very inefficiently, but he does the other things that he does.
With the inefficient shooting.
I know, but he does other things too. Like he'll grab a rebound. He'll find his open. He'll find his teammates. He'll play hard. He'll play with passion. He plays with more passion.
Thunder just don't have enough right now. They
need to fire the coach. Billy Donovan.
Yeah, he's a bad coach.
He's
a very bad coach.
He has to go.
Who was their old coach when
Scott
Brooks?
Brooks.
Brooks. He wasn't good either though. I didn't like him either.
They're both terrible. But I don't know who they're gonna get, but they gotta go.
Mark Jackson,
maybe.
Luke Walton.
Speaking of Luke Walton,
he's not gonna be a coach.
We're not talking about it.
He's not gonna be a coach anymore.
Yeah, but we can't really discuss that in here.
Sorry, Matt Fowler, if you're watching this. Sorry about that. I hope. I mean, I don't think it's real, but if it is,
But in other news for Luke Walton, he did become the head coach of the Kings.
He did. I know this is playoffs, but
he's about to lose that job real quick.
He might have to get out of there soon.
Yeah.
But I disagreed with the hire anyway. I understand why Jaeger, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say his name, but I understand why he was fired. He didn't really get along with management. He didn't want to play the young talent. Vlade Divac was very set in stone, and he really wanted Marvin Bagley to start. And Jager's basically said, no, I don't want him to start just yet. He's not ready.
Jager said, no.
But
you got to let the young talent develop.
Yeah.
That's the reason they chose him that high of a pick. They want him to play, obviously.
But the counter argument is that this is the best season they've had since ages.
But still, they're a developing
but it's
team.
The Kings.
It's not like you're gonna win anything.
I know. I think they'll make the playoffs next year.
I think so. They might.
Nope.
With the right coach, they'll make the playoffs.
They will. De'Aaron Fox is a beast.
Yeah.
Danny, who do you think is the most underrated coach in the league?
There's no really maybe Terry Stotts.
Fizdale.
Right now, for me,
Fizdale.
Absolutely not. Now, for me,
Fizdale.
Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers.
Well, because Doc Rivers has been coaching for 20 years.
He's still.
Yeah, but people are really underrated.
Fizdale, Kris. Fizdale. No, he's not.
I like Fizdale as a coach, but Doc Rivers.
I don't know. I really can't judge Fizdale because he didn't have any talent this year to say anything about.
No, he did have talent for some of the year, but Porzingis got hurt and they traded them all away.
Porzingis didn't play this year.
Did he not? They had Hardaway. Traded him away.
I wouldn't really count.
Dennis Smith looking very promising.
Ah.
And Mitchell Robinson and Kevin Knox.
And Mitchell Robinson,
A lot of
Kevin
young
Knox,
talent.
and Dennis Smith are all
There's
looking
so much young
promising.
talent.
And Alonzo
I want
Trier.
to move on to teams that are actually in the playoffs.
Wow, Danny. You know what? Fine. The Heat didn't make the playoffs
I
either.
know, that's
And nobody
why
cares about Dwayne Wade.
That's why I'm not talking about them. But back to Doc Rivers, the fact that he got the Clippers, like even after trading away Tobias Harris, like they still won. I don't know how many games they won exactly, but like they won like at least 45.
I mean, they're playing the
Clippers are
Warriors,
nice.
but at least they're in the playoffs.
They still won a game against the Warriors. That itself, like winning a game against that Warriors team, is a feat itself.
That's true.
In the playoffs at Oracle Arena too.
Sorry, they won it at Oracle?
And they made the largest comeback ever.
The Clippers won 48 games with even after trading away Tobias Harris. They had the same record as the Spurs. That's ridiculous.
So what did they lose? 32, 32?
They went 48 and 34.
48, 34.
That's incredible.
Now, Danny, what was the Heat record? The Heat record?
They were like they won like 39 and 43 or something like that.
Oh, that's not good.
It's okay. 39 and 43. But
That's not good.
But the Clippers, it's incredible that they like
with that roster.
Yeah, if the Nuggets and if Mike Budenholzer didn't exist, he would have an argument for Coach of the Year.
Yeah,
and he actually already does. But like I wouldn't like.
No,
if
it's definitely gonna go to Budenholzer.
It's gonna go to Budenholzer. He deserves
the Bucks. Right?
Bucks.
Wasn't he the Hawks coach for a while?
Yeah, he was.
He was a Hawks coach until last year, and then he quit with the Hawks and then went to the Bucks.
Yeah,
the Hawks just were.
The Hawks were just bad, and like the Hawks.
He was too good of a coach to be there.
Yeah, that's true. I don't blame him for leaving, and like, it's not even that like, and like he deserves it too. Like if it goes to Mike Malone, Mike Budenholzer, or Doc Rivers, like you can't go wrong with any of those three.
Yeah,
if those are the final three, like I don't care who wins it. Like, 'cause all three of those guys have good cases. The Nuggets won 57 games, like 54 games in the West, number 2 seed. The Bucks are the best team in basketball, and then the Clippers, like that's just an incredible feat in getting in the playoffs itself.
Mm-hmm.
So if they went to any of those three guys, like that's fine.
100%.
We'll move on to another series. Speaking of the Nuggets, actually, do you want to talk about that Nuggets Spurs series?
I don't like it yet. So
that's
the only series I have not watched the game of it. So
it's interesting.
It is 3-2.
It's 3-2 Nuggets. The Nuggets defended. The Nuggets defended home court.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Spurs will win Game 6. I think it's gonna go to 7.
And then Game 7 is gonna be a toss up.
I have the Spurs winning in 7.
I think the Nuggets are gonna win in 7, but if the Spurs win in 7, I won't be surprised at all.
It's both because they both play like similar. Like
exactly.
they both premise ball movement. Ball movement's very important for both.
It would be huge
teams.
for DeMar DeRozan to win this series.
It would be huge,
big for him.
I'd be very happy.
It proved that Toronto was,
Toronto's like.
I mean, they didn't make the wrong move, but still.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I
because you see what Kawhi's doing. You see what Kawhi's doing.
Kawhi's balling.
Yeah, Kawhi's having a great year out there.
See, here's the thing though. If the Raptors lose to the Sixers in the second round, like then that trade basically means nothing. But I think
the Raptors are going to beat them in 4 games.
I am not a sweep.
I am not a Ben Simmons believer in the playoffs.
I
do not believe in them.
But they have other guys too, like Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid.
That's what it's going to come down to because if it's going to come down to Ben Simmons, they're going to lose.
I don't think you're wrong. The Raptors will win. I think the Raptors will win too. I don't think it'll be a sweep. I think it'll go to 6.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
The sweep.
They have so many other guys. You're right. Yeah.
Because the
Raptors are deep.
The Raptors are deep.
The Sixers bench is bad.
I know, and what's going to kill the Sixers too is their defense. Their defense isn't that good.
Yeah. And their bench is just really bad.
Their bench is not the best. They got a couple guys, but like they need
Mike Scott. Who else? McConnell.
TJ McConnell. Jonathan Simmons.
Yeah.
You're right. It's just
they really don't have a lot of good guys on there.
I don't know. I don't know. Got to give props to the Nets though, because they played them tough. Even though they did everything they could, they're just not enough talent.
Yeah, that series was really good, but I feel like Game 4, the Nets really got screwed out of that one.
What do you mean by that? Like,
when Jared Allen got fouled at the end, when he got the ball stolen at the end, they really fouled him bad.
That's true.
Ben Simmons was pushing on the back off of rebounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that game, the Nets got that was pretty bad.
Yeah. The funniest thing to me was The whole Jared Dudley, Ben Simmons.
Oh,
video
that was so funny.
I loved it. I loved it.
Oh, they got into it really badly.
That, like Ben's like he airballed a 3. Ben Simmons just goes, "What? What are you gonna do?" And then like the next game he makes it wide open 3. He just goes, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And then
Simmons made the 3?
no, not Simmons.
Oh.
No, that I think we talk about that for the entire show if that happened. But like I was talking about Jared Dudley when what?
Simmons made it 3. We talk about it the entire
we
show.
would. I think it.
I don't think it's
the
gonna
internet
happen.
would the internet would break. I think it'll happen next year. I was convinced it would happen this year. I followed this account on Instagram called Daily Benjamin, and these guys have posting the same picture of Ben Simmons, just like a headshot, every day. And he said he's gonna do it until he makes it 3. And I think it's on like day like 200 something now. It's got like 50,000 followers.
Oh my god!
It's a funny account. I recommend following it. But I don't know the playoffs this year. Like I didn't think they'd be that interesting.
Yeah, me either.
They're good. Like the Magic won a game.
The Magic
That was so good.
go crazy. The Orlando Magic won a playoff
They
game.
won a. DJ Augustine had a game.
They won
winning
game 1
3.
against the Raptors.
I was just like, oh no, the Raptors gonna do this again.
Yeah, I know.
And that's as best as they're gonna get.
I know. And then the Raptors like okay.
I like watching the Magic during that.
And then they got
because I never watched them during the regular season.
Who did?
So I get to learn about their players. Like I learned about Terrence Ross, Aaron Gordon,
Eric Gordon.
DJ Augustine. Like I know
Vucevic.
about all these guys. Vucevic, Jonathan Isaac. Like these guys are not bad.
Like the thing is, like I know no one saw them coming. They just went on a sick run at
exactly.
the end of the year. Like I was paying attention to, like I was following the Heat's playoff run. I was like,
But Danny,
man, the
they
Nets are
ruined the Heat's playoff chances. Why aren't you so mad?
Like I had no idea Jonathan Isaac had some pretty good potential until I watched that series.
John, like so, like
I forgot the Magic was still a
I was like
team.
keeping up with the Heat, the Heat playoff picture. I'm like, oh, the Hornets might catch them.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
was
the
saying
Hornets
too.
might catch them.
And
The
then
Pistons got to
Pistons.
lose a couple games. Shout out to Blake Griffin. Also, he played really well.
Yo, he played with a lot of heart.
He played a lot of heart.
He looked like he was gonna collapse on the field.
Yeah,
I mean on the court.
yeah.
He did.
But then like I looked like next week and I see the Magic are in like the 7th team. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it either.
I was so confused. It was the most confusing thing.
And I was like, who's even on the Magic besides Vucevic?
Yeah, no.
And I had to
like,
look at their roster. I was like,
all right.
this roster doesn't look good.
Oh,
And then I saw them play, and they were like, oh, this team's not that bad, actually.
Yeah, they put it
This
together.
team is
They played together.
garbage.
I know.
No, they won a game against the Raptors. They're actually they're way better than like they should be.
Yeah, like
They overachieve heavy.
that. And I don't know how Magic fans. Actually, they need to get into the playoffs once. They haven't been.
Yeah, they did.
That was their first playoff appearance since the Dwight Howard Magic.
That must have been good for their
You know,
fans.
it's funny. I'm pretty sure they beat the Lakers to the playoff appearance ever since the Dwight
Well,
Howard
you
saga
know.
ended.
That was a long time ago,
Yeah, I know.
and nobody really cares.
I don't know, but I think it's the fact that they got there.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's
And they
just-
won a game.
They won a game, and like
against
it
the
was like,
Raptors.
it was like
That's the craziest part. They won a game.
and then like it wasn't like it's just they got lucky. Like it was like a game where it was like they could win the series.
Yeah.
It's similar to the Iris, and it was similar to the. It's not obviously not on the same scale, nowhere near the same scale, but it was like the fact that like when the Sixers won game 1 against the Lakers, people would say like, oh my god, the Sixers could win the series, but then they lost 4 straight. That's exactly what happened
Mhm.
here. Like people were like, okay, the Magic might be able to do this, and then just lost 4
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah, the Raptors are just too good.
How dare you?
I don't know. So you guys have predictions for the
I already told you my prediction. It's going to be
Yeah, I think
Bucks Warriors.
Bucks in 6. I guess over the Celtics. Even though I think Boston can win, but Giannis is too good.
yeah.
And then, Raptors in 6.
I actually have the Celtics in 7. Celtics,
I will
see,
not.
here's
I
the
don't think you're
thing.
wrong about that. If I see game 1 and I see Boston's playing good,
because
I might
they're
just change my pick.
hot. They're hot right now.
I want to see how Boston plays them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you know who's hotter?
Giannis, I know, but
I don't know. Boston's
So-
hotter
See
right
what he was
now.
doing in game
Boston's playing
5.
together.
He was doing this, and he was like, oh.
Like Boston's playing really well.
Boston's playing as a team right now.
I-
This is the best they've
yeah.
played all year,
It's-
and they have the right time.
I
to
mean,
play
don't
like
get me
this.
wrong.
This is the
They're
right
they're
time.
playing against an injury rattled Pacers team, but
Yeah,
like,
but
they
still, they still
played
swept
well.
them with easily.
they
Chris,
won pretty convincingly.
Chris, Danny,
Yes,
Giannis.
it's
And
Boston's
that's
playing
where
good,
I'm
though.
ending it. That's where I'm ending it. Giannis. Leave it there.
I'm
I'll-
not sleeping on them.
I'm not
And
gonna.
also, let me
leave
see
it on
my
the
other
table.
prediction. The Rockets beat the Warriors in the second round.
I could see that.
I can see it. If Cousins was healthy, I'd call
if
you
Cousins was
crazy.
healthy, this would be a different series.
Yeah, but not the
if
fact.
the fact that he's not. I think the Rockets. The Warriors are not going to have anyone to stop Capella inside. And
Jerebko.
the Warriors.
Now they got Bogut actually. Bogut's a good center.
Bogut's not good anymore. He's old.
Nah, he's playing pretty well for the.
If it was the Bucks Bogut, I'd say yeah, but it's not. It's not the Bucks Bogut.
No, I think he's still pretty. I think he's serviceable still.
No.
Nah. Maybe to set screens, maybe, but like as a defender, nah.
He'll get boards.
Nah. But you want to leave it there?
Yeah.
We're gonna finish our mock drafts.
We'll be back with part 2 of round 1. Grab a snack. It'll be a while.